Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. Yesterday, April 12th, 2016, I saw 2 deaths reported in the mainstream headlines, and I found some major parallels between these deaths, which connect to the deaths I talked about in days prior, unfortunately, including the NFL football player Will Smith, including the radio show host Doug Banks, and including the owner of the Philadelphia sports teams, Ed Snyder. So, continuing with those parallels, murder by numbers, death by numbers. Let's check this out, starting with the first example, the wrestler known as Balls Mahoney, who died at age 44. 44 is the kill number, a number connected to every death mentioned. We'll talk about Balls Mahoney's birth name in this video, and then we'll also talk about David Gest, who also passed away yesterday, a parallel between these 2 deaths. Multiple parallels, actually. So, okay, he died at age 44, the kill number. His wrestling nickname was Balls Mahoney, which has gematria of 46 and 55, just like the word sacrifice, just like the word wrestling. And let me just show you this on the calculator. This website, writingthebeast.com, has a gematria calculator. If you go to English reduction, this is the same as Pythagorean gematria. The word sacrifice has gematria of 46. This calculator doesn't do the S exception. S is the only letter you have to compress twice to get to a single digit. I talk about this in my How to Gematria video. So S is a special letter. S is worth 10 or 1. In this method on the calculator, S is worth 1. If you want the plus 10 method, which is a very real and related method, you just add 9 more for each S. Instead of 1, you get 10 by adding 9 more. So sacrifice also equals 55. Check this out. Wrestling, 46. 1S. Wrestling could also be 55. And how do you spell this guy's name? I got to look one more time. Spelling's crucial. Balls Mahoney. Balls Mahoney, 46, 1S, it could also be 55. So that's in Pythagorean gematria. In simple English gematria, Balls Mahoney equals 127, just like wrestling. And on the calculator, to get to simple English gematria, on here it's just called English ordinal. So Balls Mahoney this way, 127, just like wrestling. And the name Balls alone is 46. Connecting back to where we began, this number connected to wrestling. The word kill has a gematria of 44. You don't need the calculator. K is the 11th letter, I is the 9th, L is the 12th, L is the 12th. Add the 4 letters together, 44. That's what simple English gematria is. In Pythagorean gematria, K would be worth 2 because 1 plus 1 is 2. I would still be worth 9. L would be worth 3 because 1 plus 2 is 3. So it'd be 2 plus 9 plus 3 plus 3 for a total of 17. This is Balls Mahoney. I wish I could make out that tattoo all the way on his arm. I wonder if it's a CC. That'd be interesting. CC, like 33, the number of Freemason obsession. And a lot of these men in entertainment are connected through Freemasonry. Freemasonry huge in wrestling. Adding insult to injury, Balls Mahoney's born on April 11th, 4th month, 11th day. 411, 114, and 44, often connected to each other in death. He died a day after his 44th birthday, supposedly. His birth name was Jonathan Reckner. Reckner, a name with 44 gematria, dead at 44. And Jonathan Reckner in simple English gematria Pythagorean gematria sums to 73, like sacrifice with simple English gematria. This is how the 2 methods are intertwined. Sacrifice in simple English gematria is 73. Jonathan Reckner, if I spelled it right. Yeah. In Pythagorean gematria, 73. The methods are interrelated. Reckner is also a name with 71 gematria. There's a relationship between 44 and 71. They're the only 2 numbers when written out that have gematria of 144. The date April 4th written out also has gematria of 144. Think about 4-4, 44, April 4th. Special numbers. Just wanted to show you that quick relationship. 44 and 71, the only numbers written out that do that. His birthday, April 11th, 1972, born on a date with 106 numerology, a number connected to prophecy. Born in New Jersey. His death could be in connection to some future event relating to New Jersey or something in sports. Oftentimes, that's what's going on in these celebrity sacrifices by the numbers. They're tributes to events to come or that have recently passed. Born on a date with a life lesson number of 34. Murder equals 34. Might very well have been murdered the day after his birthday. Notice he also has birth numerology of 25 and death numerology of 25. As I often point out, in these celebrity deaths, their birth and death numerology often match. This is also true of David Gest, who we're going to get to, who also has birth and death numerology of 25. Of course, he died on the same day. And also, with regards to April 11th, it's typically the 101st day of the year. This is Mahoney's birthday. Think about it. April 11th, 4/11, the 101st day of the year. These words are connected to killing. Assassin equals 411. Assassin equals 101. JFK shot from 411 Elm Street, and not by coincidence, it was predictive programming. It came from a Christmas Day episode of the Andy Griffith Show. So the other death yesterday was David Gest, who died at a location with 44 gematria. I know this says he died April 11th, but he actually died April 12th. That's a misprint. He died on the same day as Jonathan Reckner or Mahoney. So David Allen Gest, the man who's passed away here, a man who whenever I saw him, it always seemed like he had a lot of makeup on. He always seemed like a man already in disguise. But anyway, supposedly he died yesterday, April 12th. Interesting name in gematria, 47, 56, 74, numbers with 11 numerology, connects to words such as Star of David, All-Seeing Eye, and Masonic. David Allen Gest in simple English gematria, also 119, All-Seeing Eye, Star of David equal 119. These are the symbols of the Masons and Zionists who kill by the numbers, who rule by the numbers, and who have coded these symbols, all over the place, especially in Hollywood movies, which are run by the Masons and Zionists. And here we're talking about celebrities that worked for these people, now seemingly dying by the numbers or faking their deaths by the numbers. His birthday, he had a life lesson number of 34 as well, the number for murder, birth numerology of 25, and then dies yesterday. He died at age 62, just short of his 63rd birthday. His birthday exactly, or not exactly a month. Excuse me. He died April 12th, his birthday, May 11th, a day short of a month later. Would have been 63 years old. 62, a special number. Mason equals 62. Former husband of Liza Minnelli. Liza. I always say her name wrong. So check this out. Where he was found dead was at a hotel at the Four Seasons in Canary Wharf. And here's all that stands out about that. Canary Wharf has gematria of 55, number connected to sacrifice. Canary Wharf equals 118, just like the word death in Jewish gematria. Remember, Robin Williams supposedly hung himself on August 11th, written 11/8 in a lot of parts of the world in the year 2014. That was a date with 33 numerology. Very suspicious death. Predictive programming for that as well. Anyhow, Canary Wharf, where he died, connected to the word death. Oftentimes, the number 38 is coded into these deaths. The word death in simple English gematria equals 38. I guess I'll show you one more calculator that you could find useful, gematrix.org. This website does 3 methods at a time when you punch in a word. It does Jewish gematria, English gematria, and simple English gematria. Death in Jewish gematria, 118. Simple English gematria, 38. The English gematria is interesting in light of this nation, which has always been very much centered around death. United States of America has that 228 gematria. Here we're talking about 2 deaths by the numbers in the United States of America. As for 4 seasons, it has the gematria of 44, with the S exceptions also 62. Dead at age 62, Mason equals 62. Again, 44, the kill number. Balls, Mahoney, dead at age 44. Just talking about Will Smith's death. These other celebrity deaths, all heavily centered around 44. With regards to this man, though, David Gest, born May 11th, here's what you need to see. Check this out. Saturn in gematria equals 511 in Jewish, 93 in simple English. In history, Bob Marley died on this date, May 11th. Bob Marley equals 93. And Bob Marley's solo career began in 1974. Notice that Bob equals 19, Marley equals 74. Notice this. Jesus equals 74. Cross equals 74. Crucifix equals 93. Think about how these numbers are coded into Bob Marley, connected to his death. Think about how Bob Marley sang about Jesus Christ. Show you something real quick. Cross and crucifix. The World Trade Centers are on, now One World Trade Center is on it. The World Trade Centers were on the 74th Meridian West. They lasted for 33 years. Think about Jesus on the cross at age 33. The building they built in its place is called One World Trade Center. Think about this in light of crucifix. You know, now the One World Trade Center stands where the World Trade Centers used to, and the World Trade Centers were used as this monumental symbolism to catapult a new agenda, an agenda that desperately needs to be stopped. Do you see it? World Trade Center is on the 74th meridian. Right there, Truth Seeker. 40th parallel north, 74th meridian west. Buildings existed from 68 to 2001, a span of 33 years. Now it's the One World Trade Center that's there. Think about 93 in regards to the World Trade Center bombing. The first plane hit floors 93 through 99. The next plane hit at 903. Flight 93 at 33 passengers. So anyway, we got Tangential. His birthday would have been May 11th. Anyhow, Saturn is the keeper of time. Saturn is the keeper of time. We were talking about Saturn, its connection to 93. With regards to this guy dying in the 44 location, when you write out 44, it sums to 144. Time in Jewish gematria equals 144. Interesting that the square root of 144 is 12. The 12th Fibonacci number is also 144. They are the numbers of life. You think about our calendar, 12 months in the year, 12 hours in the morning, 12 hours in the evening, 12 in time and measurement, inches in a foot. Anyhow, Saturn's the keeper of time, and all of these numbers have relationships. Time also has gematria of 47. Remember, we began with his name, David Allen Gest, which equals 47. He died 30 days from what would have been his 63rd birthday. Saturn also has gematria of 30. He has connections to Michael Jackson. Done a video on Michael Jackson's death by the numbers. Almost all these celebrities with the suspicious deaths, they die by the numbers. That's the message I'm trying to get through to people, and it's always by the same set of numbers. Just again and again. I mean, 2 deaths in the same day, centered around 44. Learn this language of gematria, you see through what's going on in this world. So I'll link these calculators for anyone who wants to get started on this research. You know, maybe you remember a suspicious death from the past that I've never talked about on this video channel. You can figure these things out the same way I am. Just use these skills. All right, Truth Seeker, until next time.